We're still joined by Sarah Tiana. You can see Sarah with me at the Funny Bone tonight, tomorrow night, and Sunday. How's it going?
It does sound like he's the headliner when he says that. You
What
can
do
see
you mean?
Sarah with
Introducing
me.
it. Yeah.
With
We're
me,
together.
I'm extra.
Yeah, extra.
You're
You
the
are.
star. You're going to Grant's Farm today.
Yes,
Yeah.
apparently.
And a
I'm
Cardinal-
going to Cardinals game tomorrow.
How
and
excited
I'm
are you
excited
about
because I
that?
brought Cardinals and Mizzou cat bandanas and dog bow ties, which I sell at my shows.
No, you
So,
don't.
yes, I do. My mom makes them. She sews them all. Yeah, it started as a joke, and then it turned into a business, and now I have to check a bag full of cat bandanas and dog bow ties on the airplane. It's super normal, and TSA thinks I'm very cool.
She made them for your pets, for her
She
kids'
started
pets.
making it for my cat as a joke. These little tiny square ones, like triangle ones, and then the scrunchy ones are for the days when my cat doesn't feel like wearing a collar, because these ones go on the collar, and then
the bow tie goes
the bow tie goes through the collar.
through the collar.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
do they like them?
that started. Yeah, well, the ones that go on the collar, they don't mind. But if they don't wear a collar, then you have to put the scrunchy one on, and then that's usually. And I always tell people they're only $5, and it's really fun to put around their waist for a second. So you're spending $5 on a picture.
On entertainment.
Yeah.
Catbandana.com.
Yeah, my mom sews that into the back of all of them.
That's awesome.
Because she's like, it's our website. You can't own it.
There's also something with cats where if you like put something around their waist by their back legs, like then they lose the ability to walk and then they kind of fall over like a drunk person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's also really fun to watch and take videos of, and you could probably win $10,000. I'm just saying. So it's kind of an investment in your future.
So buy one of these.
Yeah.
And you do different sports teams depending on the cities.
Depending on the city.
That's great.
That's so
Because
cool.
my mom likes to pander.
She's got Cardinals and Mizzou. We'll put a picture, Courtney and Co. Y98 on Instagram, and you can check them out. And just come to the show and just buy a whole bunch of
Yeah,
them.
because I have definitely other kinds that are not sports related.
So, in addition to the stand-up comedy, you've also made quite a name for yourself with the roasting, right? So
Yeah.
you were on the first season Roast Battle on Comedy Central, and then these big roasts, Bruce Willis, Rob Lowe, stuff like that. You're writing for a lot of these roasts.
Yeah, I write for all this.
Why do you,
You
feel
wrote
like
for
you're?
Rob Lowe?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My first crush. That's my teen crush.
Which one's the most fun that you've done? Which roast?
Wow, that's tough. I think Rob Lowe was really fun because I didn't expect it to be good. And then it ended up being great. And I wrote for Peyton primarily, Peyton Manning. So that was like super fun because
I
they're
bet.
like, don't meet your heroes. And I was really nervous about meeting him, but then he was amazing.
Oh, awesome.
So it was like
It's such
mostly
great
him
timing.
Yeah.
and Rob Riggle, and I do a podcast with Rob Riggle, so that is kind of where we like sealed our friendship. We'd known each other for a long time, but then that really sealed our friendship, and there were just. There's so many great jokes that don't make it. One of my favorite jokes that never made it was I wrote this I was writing for Jeff Ross for years and years and years before I actually started writing on the roast as by myself. And I wrote this joke for Jeff during the Franco roast that was like, it was like, James Franco, you're an insult to Italian actors everywhere. I bet James Gandolfini is trying to roll over in his grave right now. It's by far one of my favorite fat jokes I've ever written. And it was right after James Gandolfini died.
no.
But then this last year, for this last road, I wrote this joke for Martha Stewart that was, I'm never inviting Jeff Ross over to my house again for dinner. Last time he came over, he said, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. And that was my favorite horse.
Yeah, that's what hurts the worst. What was the best joke you wrote that landed well?
Oh, man.
I mean, I guess it's probably impossible to pick one.
Well, you know what was crazy is I actually wrote the joke for Bruce Willis where he talks about how Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, and that made more news stories than anything
How
else.
big is that?
Wow.
And I was like, it was like this joke in the room that I just kind of threw out there to end his set. That was just supposed to be like like this is just a funny way to end it. And nobody in the room complained, and I'm the only girl. And none of the guys were like, no, what? Everybody was just like, oh, yeah, that's perfect. And then we just put it in there, and then
It got big.
yeah, and then it got big. And
Because people freaked out because it's their Christmas movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
dudes freaked out.
Yeah,
Girls
yeah.
didn't freak out.
No.
Dudes freaked out because they're like, what? how am I going to get away with saying this is a Christmas movie when my girlfriend wants to watch a Christmas movie?
Love
That's
Actually.
really all it was.
Right.
She gets to watch Love Actually. You get to watch Die Hard.
You can watch your stupid Die
Oh,
Hard
come
movie.
on. Dudes are just passionate.
Yes.
I'm
There's
not going
a
to
lot
let
of
you guys
truthers
bash
out
dudes.
there.
Not here, not now.
Not now? Yeah, right. Like now it's changing because I'm here. Don't act like you're like
Oh, he
super
says
in
he's
charge.
the feminist of the show
Yep.
because he's seen Wonder Woman several times, and Jen and I have not.
I've seen it twice.
You say
have you
you're the
have you seen
feminist?
Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Sarah's the feminist.
No,
Right.
no.
Jen and Courtney
No.
haven't
Do you
seen
like
Wonder
how
Woman.
he mansplains feminism and is
Yeah.
like, you're not allowed to be one?
You
Sit
can be
back.
a feminist and still watch Black Panther. Like, I don't think it needs to be a woman superhero movie.
No, but you have to have seen Wonder Woman to
No.
be. You got to go support
You
it.
see it because of who Wonder Woman is. Come
you
on.
went to see it because you were like, there's going to be a bunch of single chicks here.
Yeah.
That's why you went.
The
Don't
land of
act like-
women.
No, I
You went
vote-
and saw
I-
Wonder Woman the same reason we all went to see Magic Mike.
Yes.
We didn't go for the story. And to support male dancers.
I vote with
Right.
my dollars, and I was supporting director Patty Jenkins. You know I'm a big Patty Jenkins
Yeah.
fan.
Yes, we know.
Oh, yeah, that's what I've known about you. I'm like, oh, you know, Tim Convy. Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean the guy that's a big Patty Jenkins fan?
It's true.
No, that's not the Tim Convy I'm talking about.
You can hear Sarah roast me a little bit more tonight and tomorrow night at the Funny Bone, Sunday as well. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow night. It's going to be fun. StLouisFunnyBone.com. Show up, but tell them Y98 sent you, and you will get half-price tickets. You can do that online or at the box office.
Yay. And Sarah, you are welcome back every day until the end of time.
Yeah.